So please tell me about the work that Forward does.
Okay, well, we've been working to end female genital mutilation and child marriage for the last 30 years. We were kind of central to making FGM illegal in the UK back in the 80s. We currently have projects in Africa, the UK and Europe. So in Africa we really focus on empowering girls, giving them advocacy skills and access to education. But it's really important that they have the skills to campaign for themselves. It can't be an outside effort. We have to work with practicing communities and ensure that they develop their own kind of solutions rather than it being imported in. In the UK, we work again with practicing communities. We go into schools also and run enrichment programs where young people get to learn about FGM and sexual and reproductive rights. We have a fellowship called the Tuazesho Fellowship, whereby young black women aged from 18 to 26 have the opportunity to run their own social action program in the area of SGBV. And that's been running for the last year. Applications have just closed, but they will be open again next year, and that's run in Kenya. No, not Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Somaliland and Wales in the UK.
Okay, right. And what's the response been like to your projects?
Well, I'd say that the women and girls on the receiving end of our projects always note that we've kind of helped them find their voice and to stand up for their own beliefs, for their own autonomy, which it was always there, but we kind of help to facilitate that. We never do anything for them. It's always ideas from the women and girls themselves. So when we work with child mothers in somewhere like Tanzania, we set up networks where former child mothers or former child brides support and kind of empower other young women that find themselves in this situation. So it's all about kind of empowering the young women and girls to fight for themselves.
Exactly, so you can leave the community with your methods intact.
Yes.
And finally, the last question, how important is it to have events like this?
Well, I think it's really important to kind of use as many different mediums as possible, because FGM is quite a difficult topic. It's not something people pick up easily. So kind of using art, music, drama is a way of introducing people to something that's quite difficult, that kind of helps them to get their head around it. You know, using any sort of creative kind of influence is always like a icebreaker, and it also allows us to reach new audiences, which is really important, you know, because there's no point in always having the same old people pick up these causes. We've got to reach young people, we've got to reach people who are partiers and ravers, we've got to reach the academics, we've got to, you know, reach all types of people, you know, because this is something that affects people in all walks of life. It doesn't really matter about your educational level or your class. FGM happens on so many different levels in so many different places that we have to get the message out as broadly as possible.
Okay, thank you so much for